If a peak bush giant suddenly traveled to Borneo in Malaysia, could he fight through the jungle full of beasts and rule this island again? Space suddenly twisted. The sky seemed torn open. A male Gigantopithecus blackie from the South China rainforest 200,000
was hurled
years
into
ago
the heart of modern Borneo.
It landed, fists hitting the ground. Mud splattered. The ground trembled for 20 meters around. Gigantopithecus blackie is the largest primate in Earth's history. And this one, transported to Borneo, is the absolute peak of its kind. Standing 3.7 meters tall, weighing nearly 600 kilograms, heavier than a small car. Its jawbone is as thick as a mountain, with huge molars and thick enamel teeth 5 times the size of modern humans. It stared at this strange new world. Its massive jaws clamped onto its right wrist. The crocodile's bite force is 16,000 newtons, enough to snap a buffalo's leg bone in 0.3 seconds. For any modern animal, that bite would mean amputation. But the giant's wrist bones are 3 times denser than modern humans. That bite didn't even break through. It looked down, with a puzzled expression, at the crocodile still struggling. Lay a person looking at a stapler stuck on a finger. It raised its left hand, 5 fingers gripping the crocodile's upper jaw, slowly applying force. Crocodiles are only good at biting, not at resisting being pried open. They have no defense. After 3 seconds, a sickening crack. The crocodile's jaw dislocated. The 1-ton crocodile was flung over 10 meters, floating downstream belly up. The giant lowered its head and finished drinking the water it had started. But the real danger was never the first attacker. The next morning, before the fog cleared, the giant was foraging in the bamboo. A sudden sharp sound behind it. An adult sun bear charged straight at it. The sun bear is famously fierce in Southeast Asia. Its claws sharp enough to tear bark. Even king cobras dare to face it head-on, but the claws only left shallow white marks on the giant's thick neck skin. The giant slowly turned its head, glanced at the scratches, steadily raised its palm. Its palm width far exceeds a grown man's entire face. Calmly pressed down on the sun bear's chest mid-air. That wasn't a heavy blow, like casually setting down an object, but the force sent the bear flying. It arced through the air and crashed into bushes 4 meters away, unable to move for a while. 10 seconds later, the bear crawled out without looking back and disappeared into the dense forest with its tail between its legs. Sun bears are known for never giving up, but today it gave up. The real crisis for the giant was just beginning. On the 5th day, the giant entered the core habitat of the Sumatran rhino. The Sumatran rhino is the oldest living rhino species on Earth, covered in short, coarse hair, with hooves as hard as iron. When encountering an intruder, it never warns or hesitates. It just charges at full speed. An adult male rhino sensed the giant's intrusion and charged without warning. Its nearly 1-ton body rushing forward. Impact force like a small car. Any ordinary beast would flee in panic. But the giant stood firm. When the rhino was less than 2 meters away, it suddenly sidestepped, its right hand gripping the rhino's neck skin, using the rhino's momentum to push it sideways, perfectly absorbing all the force. The rhino lost balance instantly and plunged headfirst into a nearby mud pit. Its body stuck in the mud. Mud splattered everywhere. The rhino struggled to get up, covered in mud, stared at the giant for 4 seconds, then silently turned and walked away. Like a strong man who never lost, facing his first defeat. After that, the Sumatran rhino's territory shifted eastward by over 10 kilometers. With its overwhelming physique, quick reflexes, and top-tier combat skills, the giant had swept through Borneo's land predators. But on this island, new challenges it had never faced were lurking. On the 3rd week, the giant entered the pygmy elephant's core territory. An adult Borneo pygmy elephant can weigh 2 to 3 tons. Herd cooperation is their innate advantage. The lead female elephant raises her trunk and 16 adult elephants quickly form an arc, then a line. Their momentum is overwhelming, like a tidal wave. The herd's combined weight exceeds 30 tons. This is no longer but a wall of flesh and blood closing in. It stops and stares them down. It pauses for a full 5 seconds. Those 5 seconds are its first real hesitation since arriving. Then it turns around and climbs a 70-meter-tall dipterocarp tree. Its heavy 600-kilogram body moves nimbly through the branches, even more smoothly than the monkeys in the canopy. The herd below looks up, confused and grumbling. The giant finds a good spot in the treetops. It calmly breaks off thick dead branches and hurls them at the lead female's ear base. That area is packed with sensitive nerves. It's an elephant's weak spot. The female is hit repeatedly. The formation suddenly breaks apart. The herd falls into chaos. Throughout the entire fight, the giant never touched the ground once. In just 3 minutes, weighing 600 kilograms, it faced a 30-ton herd and won a textbook victory through pure strategy. Now all large land beasts in Borneo have witnessed the power of this outsider. But the key to changing the island's ecology wasn't in those battles. It started one evening with the soft sound of a fig falling. That evening, the sunset painted the fig grove a golden velvet. It was walking alone, then suddenly stopped. It smelled something very familiar. A scent that matched an ancient memory. Deep in its bloodline, it looked up. Above the canopy, a group of orangutans was silently watching it. Their orange-red fur blazed like fire in the sunset. Genetic science has now confirmed the genetic similarity between orangutans and Jagans is as high as 96.4%. About 12 million years ago, they once shared the same bloodline. That was 12 million years of separation. The lead male orangutan stood on a branch, completely still, staring at this strange relative, 3 times his size. After a moment, the orangutan leader picked a ripe fig cluster and gently tossed it to the giant. The fruit traced a soft arc and landed steadily at the giant's feet. The giant stared at it for a long time. Then it crouched down, carefully picked up the fruit cluster, and put it in its mouth, chewing slowly. At that moment, the 600-kilogram prehistoric Borneo's golden dusk and shared the fruit from the same tree with an orangutan. No words were needed, no formalities, just 2 families separated for 12 million years, quietly reuniting in the twilight. From then on, the rainforest's order quietly changed. Orangutans followed the giant's trail and migrated together. Borneo's unique proboscis monkeys followed. Their males' large noses amplify calls, making them the rainforest's natural sentinels. White-browed gibbons and Bornean slow lorises soon arrived. On Borneo's land, such a gathering of creatures was unprecedented. After becoming the leader, the giant never gave orders. It just silently guarded its territory. Whenever a predator dared to intrude, it had to get past the giant first. After losing once, no beast dared to try again. The rainforest boundaries were set. Its scent marked the forbidden zone. On the last day of the 3rd month, the giant climbed the highest ridge of Mount Kinabalu alone. The entire island of Borneo lay at its feet. The sunset dyed the sky an earth orange. Rivers ran through the forest to the sea. All threats sank beneath the water, never to resurface. The elephant herd guarded the border. Not crossing the line, rhinos moved away. Sun bears smelled the giant and fleeing in panic. 13 primate species gathered at the mountain's base. The entire island was marked by its scent through the 70-meter dipterocarp trees. Brushing the silent, massive figure on the ridge, it looked up at the starry sky and let out a roar that could pierce through 200,000 years of time. The sound startled thousands of birds and it echoed to the coastline and deep into the mangroves. Borneo's indigenous tribes have a legend passed down for generations. In ancient time, a forest giant protected this land. And now, as hunters in the twilight saw that massive figure standing on the ridge, they finally understood some legends exist because they never truly disappeared.